Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what would this person on your mind say to you if they could right now. Now this could be anyone in your life. This could be like a romantic interest, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could really be anyone that you would like to know what they would say to you if they could right now. If they could, if they were honest, if they were to tell you about what they would wish to share with you, but they don't. All of that is in today's reading. And if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that below. If you wish for Spirit to pick your pile today, there's also a timestamp for that below as well. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, then in today's reading, I'm about to zoom you in. You will be picking one or several of the judgment cards on top of each deck, or you can of course pick your pile using your crystals. If this is your preferred method, then let me introduce each pile to you. For pile number 1, you've got the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 2, you've got the Lapis Lazuli. And for pile number 3, you've got the Tiger's Eye. So please take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you and lead you to the readings that you're meant to hear. You know, there's also another way you can pick your pile today. Perhaps you have several people in your mind. You can always think about the person you want to hear the reading about and look at the piles and see which one you're the most drawn to. And this will be the pile about this particular person. Unless, of course, Spirit chooses for you to hear something else, you'll know about it during the reading. But yeah, you can have different piles for different people that you have in mind, that you would love to clear things out with, at least energetically, and understand what's going on. Sometimes these readings do really help us with closure, understanding what other people have on their minds, so that we are able to, things like forgive them, move on, or improve our relationships with them. Sometimes people want to tell us things, but they struggle to tell us, and these readings really help out with that. So that's the intention of the reading, and once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your reading. As I always remind you these days, guys, sometimes the chapters on YouTube don't really match the times I've stamped in. If that ever happens, remember to refer to the times that I stamped in, that I typed in, my apologies. They will be accurate and they will take you to your reading. So if that ever happens, just click on the timestamps below in the box. Okay, so yeah, this is your section of picking your pile with your intuition. If you prefer to pick your pile using your zodiac signs, this is the next section. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, let's start our drawing process. So these will be the signs for pile 1. So I have 4, and these will be the signs for pile number 2, and of course these will be the signs for pile number 3. Okay, so let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, the signs are Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, as well as Sagittarius. For pile number 2, the signs are Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, as well as Aquarius. And for pile number 3, the signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, as well as Libra. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to, of course, pick your pile using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions and different ways to make it more enjoyable for you to pick your pile. As always, once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. And please note that the next section is about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you would like to try out today or feel called to watch and see what spirit picks for you today, then this is your section, the next section. If not, you can always pause the video and take as much time as you need. But in this next section with spirit, please pick my pile. The way we do it is we assign different cards to each pile. And so for pile number 1, pile number 1 will be represented by the Magician. Pile number 2 will be presented by the High Priestess, and pile number 3, the Empress. And I will be shuffling the cards around, asking Spirit, what is your pile today? There we go. And once a pile draws my attention, I will know that this is your pile for today. So your chosen pile is pile number 1. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile today. I truly hope you've enjoyed them. And you know the drill. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your reading. And yeah, I'll see you there. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, as you know, we're taking a look at what is this person on your mind wish to say to you or would say to you if they could right now. So these are the intentions of your reading. Oh, thanks. These are the decks that I'll be using. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You've got for this reading the cards Sun and Taurus with prosperity. Okay. And you've got the card Liberation with Kali Capalini. Okay. You've got the story of the Naga Besuki with addiction, boundaries, and enablement. Oh, interesting. The cards are coming together, actually, in a way, but let's wait and see. And you have joy. Ooh, this is an interesting pile. So lots of projects, enthusiasm, pleasure, freedom, optimism, good mood. Oh, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I just kind of like, I'm understanding the energy of what this person is thinking. And okay, hold on. I'll tell you when it's time to, like, we have the complete picture why I was laughing here. But it's kind of like really proud of you here. Kind of laugh. Oh, this one will let me take it as well. So, you've got the King of Pentacles, and look at that King of Pentacles. What's going on here? There we go. Look at that. Looks like they're making wealth, and you've got Sun and Taurus with prosperity. So yeah, that's what this person is thinking here, it seems. All right. Look at that. Oh, interesting. Okay. You've got the Two of Swords. All right, that's an interesting Two of Swords. This pile has a lot of money involved here. Okay. You've got the Five of Cups. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be money, you know. It could be a privilege that you were giving to someone. And you've got the Ten of Cups. Oh, nice. Okay. And we definitely have more space. How about this one is standing out? These. So you've got the Seven of Wands. Hold up. There we go. Seven of Wands. And let's keep these here for now. So what am I seeing? Oh my God. I'm seeing that this person, before I tell you what they're thinking, it seems like this person used to take advantage of you one way or the other. The reason I'm getting this is because of the Naga story. Quick story, just to put it shortly, I know the story very well. It speaks of a king who had a son who would always get himself into debts because he gambled a lot, and he would constantly go back to his father, and over time he depleted the wealth of his own father, and then they went to the dragon, the Naga, who helped this boy several times until they realized that they were enabling him, and even the boy was disrespectful towards the king, the father, and the dragon that was helping him, and so they punished him. So this is where I'm getting the idea that you were so good to someone in this pile. It looks like you were carrying a lot, or you were challenged by so much. I think from this Seven of Wands, it looks like you were carrying so many responsibilities, although that's not the card of responsibilities, but you can see it here in this specific Seven of Wands. And I think you put your foot down, or something around putting them at arm's length. You're like, no, that's not going to happen anymore. It looks with the Sun in Taurus and the King of Pentacles, this person was kind of heavily reliant on you or on your kindness. They see you as a very privileged person, or very rich specifically, or you were providing them with one resource or the other. You were very kind to them. And it looks like here that you may have enabled them without realizing. And so you put your foot down, and you definitely took strong action, and you kept them at arm's length. It does seem to me with Kali Kapalini here that you really cut them off, because Kali Kapalini is the goddess that severs the heads of your false identity. So there's something about you realizing who they are. They're thinking you caught them, and you cut them off. Yeah, that's exactly it. I think I realized I was going to explain the same thing, more or less. Yeah, you realized who they really are, and you cut them off severely. You're like keeping them at arm's length. And I think with the Seven of Wands, they are finding it very challenging to reach you or to make use of you the way that they used to. Two of Swords, they're very stressed. I think they're now cutting off a lot of their dreams, or a lot of the things they felt they could make use of or benefit from when it comes to you, and they're being very picky. So perhaps you're still like helping them a little bit, but they're like, now they don't feel privileged anymore. They feel like even if you do help, that's if you are going to help, they have to be very picky with what they're going to get. So this person is thinking that you They're stressed about you realizing who they are. They feel like you're really having fun in life, like you've cut them off and you moved on, you're doing well. So perhaps they understand your value even more now. They are realizing with the Ten of Cups just how much they loved your connection together, especially that you're keeping them at arm's length now. And they're realizing just how much of a privilege it was when they were able to be around your energy. This person is very sad with the Five of Cups. They're heartbroken. Because with the Ten of Cups, there's so much realizations here. There's the realization of the amount of benefits that you brought, the love that they used to experience when they were with you. I think with the Knight of Pentacles, things really slowed down with them. But at the same time, they're feeling like you've moved on very quickly, that you're so focused. There's something about, you see projects here, lots of projects, and look at that. They feel like you're very busy. You're doing well in life. You've got your life figured out and you know what you're gonna do next. Very busy working and you're enjoying your life. And you're like, no, you're not taking in their requests anymore. You're like, no, that's not gonna happen. And because they're realizing that you're keeping strong boundaries, and they've realized just how much you've understood they were taking from you with addiction, that they were so highly dependent on you. They realize that you see them as someone who was enabled. I think there's a little bit of sadness and shame there. Yeah, because they did not feel that sort of, I don't want to say embarrassment, but they didn't feel that sort of, I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be acting in that way. I think they were feeling so privileged. It never struck them that what they were doing was extreme. So there is this energy of them realizing you're growing, your money's growing, your privileges are growing, your resources, whatever it is that they were highly dependent on. And they're realizing you're so chilled and you moved on so easily, that you're keeping them at arm's length and you found out who they are. And because of that, you really sort of cut them off from the amazing happiness because of the Ten of Cups. What you used to give them, as well as your connection with the Ten of Cups, used to make them so happy, so pampered, so loved. And I think I'm feeling this regret, Five of Cups, this extreme regret, as well as the amount of things that they feel they've lost when they think about you. They've definitely woken up with the bell here, which is part of the story, an important part of the story. There's a huge awakening. The message was received when it comes to their thoughts about you. They're like, pile number one made it loud and clear that they're not going to take my, let's say, BS anymore, my requests, what I've been doing. They're ashamed that they've took it to that stage. They really understood how you've seen them. There's something about you realizing the truth about them because of Kali. The swords she wields here is the sword of knowledge and truth. Perhaps she found out about, you found out about what they've been doing, or it's like we've been saying, you just realized who they were, and because of that you totally cut them off and you're not allowing this behavior anymore, they're thinking. There's something about a focus on how happy you are, how happy they were with you, and how happy you now are. You're just really doing well. You're without them, you're enjoying life, and I think this is making them also very sad. They feel like they aren't making a difference in your life at the moment, that you're not paying attention to them. And they've realized just how much they've lost because of that behavior. With the Two of Swords, they're thinking, I did not see that one coming. I think they were just so focused, like their eyes were bulging out at all of the amazing privileges that you have, and just how much they can make use of this that they didn't consider anything else really. They didn't even notice their extreme behavior. And even till now, as much as they are ashamed and regretful, there's something about the sadness over how much they are cut off from a form of resources that is growing every day. They see you as a very responsible person, a happy person, someone who has their life together, someone who's excited about the projects to come, about what they're doing. And yeah, that you're just moving on, you're in a good mood, you're optimistic, and you got your life together, is what this person is thinking. There's something about, now I have to be super picky, and I have to be super considerate about the little request that maybe pile number one would accept. Let's check out these two cards. The Fool card. They feel like you've started a new beginning and you're exploring a new life and you're very excited about it. You know, this looks like an astronaut. So there's something about them thinking, whoa, you really launched off. You're really far off in life. You're somewhere else. You're in a parallel world. You're out of space or out of their reach. Like you are in another world, almost like another planet, that you're exploring an amazing life with an amazing new beginning. Yeah, like that you have a new life with the Fool card. And the Moon, they're very curious. I think here with this Moon card, they don't even know what to expect anymore. Like they can see some of your life here and there, but they have very minimal access to your life at the moment. There's a lot of curiosity. You're keeping them at arm's length. And it's like, wow, they really launched off. They're in an amazing life. And they're like very curious. They're thinking, I wonder what pile number one is up to. Where did they go? What are they up to? High level of curiosity here with the Moon card and the torch in it. Wow, the fence is closed and they're like, so you can see the house here and the fence is closed, and they're like, they've closed their home completely to me. They will never let me in. So how come they're like thinking I have to be very selective with what I can ask? I'll explore this, because with this Moon card, it looks to me like you've totally closed that, like you kept them out. So that's total keep out. I'll then, in that case, see what the Two of Swords. Oh, right. This means that now that you've totally cut them out, they have to now grow up and start relying on themselves. So as opposed to the past where they were so spoiled by the energy that they were getting from you, now they're like, can I get this? Can I get that? Can I do this for myself? They now have to like get a little bit by doing that effort, and they're not able to get the same things that they used to get by putting in a lot of effort. Because the 80% here reminds me of the Pareto rule, the 80-20, doing 80% more like than what they ever did before, and only getting a little percentage, like a 20% of the benefits that they ever did. So this is good because it talks about now them feeling self-reliant. The Two of Swords shows that they're not sure about the future, whether with you or their future. They don't know how they're going to handle things yet. They feel like things are blocked a little bit. But, you know, they're getting there. They're trying to figure things out here. And that's a good start, I would say. But in any case, they're thinking, oh my God, you're you've totally blocked them out. This is the home. This is the, you know, your there's a word for it. This is your welcoming area, your inner circle, intimate circle, home, that safe, like there in the intimate life, in their intimate inner circle life. There's something about you not allowing them in that space, safe space any longer. You're never getting there, and you have the fence shut. So these are the sort of thoughts they have about you at the moment. How you've quickly moved on. And I say quickly as I point to the Knight of Pentacles, because they're on a scooter here. You know, Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy. So there's something about a dual idea that I see in the Knight of Pentacles. Like, you're slowly but surely going to places, but you quickly moved on, is the kind of thing I'm seeing with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles shows me that they think you are a highly responsible person, honest, responsible. You take things slow, you have a plan, you're always doing the right thing. Yeah, you're always alert. Look at the coffees here. You're always super alert. That's another thing, not another thought that they have about you. You're chilled, you know. They find you be chilled. There's something about dressing smartly. They see you as someone who dresses smartly. Yeah. That's what I see here. 10 of Cups. There's something about they think you have a beautiful family. Maybe you come from a good family. They love your family. Maybe they miss your family. Something like that as well. I'm noticing with the 10 of Cups. With all of the doorbells here, ding dong, ding dong, that suddenly happened. I feel like they're thinking, oh, I want to contact them. Like, I want to call them. I want to visit them. There's an constant urge of, I wish I can contact them. Yeah, I wish I can call them. There's that urge for sure that they feel. Okay. Yeah, with the family here, also there's something about your energy that is so loving, so family-like, so inclusive, so taking care of others, or at least them type of energy. Okay, you've got, again, you see, we were just talking about that, the 10 of Pentacles. Very close, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Right, so that's definitely a focus here. You've got the 10 of Wands. Ah, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. 7 of Cups, let me think. Okay. Do you see how this person's in a restaurant and they're picking between all of these different cuisines? Indian food, Italian food, Japanese, Chinese, Thai, yum. Okay, there's a dessert menu. It's like they've had so many options before. They were really spoiled, weren't they? And you've got the 3 of Pentacles. So, oh, maybe they think you are spoiled with options, right? Especially with the 3 of Pentacles. So these may not be representing cuisines, but with the 3 of Pentacles here right next to it, this could be representing different types of people. So they feel like you're spoiled with the different type of people that want to work with you, collaborate with you, that you're so spoiled there, kind of like, why would you take them back? Yeah, you're very privileged with choices and the people you talk to and collaborate with. There's this emphasis of the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. of you having an amazing community or an amazing family. You're really spoiled there. So why would you consider connecting with them again? They're thinking with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands that in order for them to become part of this home or this family or this community or your entourage, they really have to work so hard. And I feel like they feel that it's beyond what they can do at the moment. Like it's so heavy for them to do that, although they wish, but they're feeling like in order to fix things, maybe in order for things to go back the way they used to be, or they like have to work now extra hard, perhaps, I'm guessing, to reestablish the connection, to rekindle and reestablish everything that takes effort and time. Also to for you to trust them again, to build trust again, obviously, because trust here was like demolished. They have to work hard to show you that they're not going to be as spoiled and too reliant on you as they used to, and that's going to require work for them to handle themselves in the first place. This person is really feeling it here with the Ten of Wands. They feel like, on one hand, you're like, why would you take, even if they do all of that work, like, why would you connect with them when you're so spoiled with choices when it comes to beautiful communities and Three of Pentacles, beautiful connections with other people? And on the other hand, even if they were to even if they choose to take on the challenge and to grapple with this idea, they know that they have to work so hard for the connection itself, let alone the fact that you obviously are doing so well. That's why you keep getting cards of joy and happiness with the Ten of Cups. That's why it's something that is on their mind a lot. It's like, why would they? Like, why would they connect with me again? But they are so curious. I think with this Moon card, if I'm not mistaken, with the torch here, it seems like someone's like sneaking, you see, trying to like see what's inside. So I'm getting this idea, especially with the Scorpion here, which is the part of the Moon card which shows the idea of be careful. You're cool, don't worry, the gates are closed. But I think the card is showing that this person is like trying to find more information about you. So let's expand on that. Or they feel like if they, oh wait, hold on. I think will take what I said back, unless it resonates with you, of course. I think the Scorpion here is on your side. So it's more like, I can't get too close to get more information because that's going to hurt, or you're going to bite. No, you won't let them in. Perhaps you've got this community, won't let them in. Something like that. It's like you're going to bite or something. So let's explore how they're trying to get information about you. They don't. The Death card, like they're not able to. You cut them off, but then how? Let's wait, be patient with the message. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles. And the Chariot. This is a police, perhaps through anything that they can get their hands on that's official, right? Official information that they can get. I think things like that. You know, police, they remind me of ID, but I don't know how that would fit in your reading. Yeah, I guess just weird, but I am seeing it through official information, or maybe they actually drive to your home. Yikes, so sorry about that. Hey, please don't take what I read as exactly it, because I could be reading it wrong, or maybe it's resonating with someone else. So always make sure you double check and don't just take fully my word for it. But for some of you here, it seems like look, there's like the road signs. Perhaps they drive to your house sometimes to see what's up, because with the Death card, the first thing that I've noticed is that you're absolutely cut them out. look at that. You're like, you're not getting in. So there's something about they have zero information. There's a phone call here with the 8 of Pentacles. Maybe they are able to call a few people, get some information, or on their phone, maybe on social media. I think with the X and the tick, there's something, look, updates complete. I don't know, there's something about one way when it comes to the phone is blocked, but there is another way that they're kind of able to hear some news about you, specifically here, watch it on social media. Maybe you've blocked them on most platforms, but there's a platform or something that they're able to see something, although I would say absolutely minuscule. There is like very little information that they're able to get, I guess. But again, the coffee, you see, there's something about you being alert, and the dessert and the whistling and the joy card, and you are enjoying life. These are always on the table when we look at the energy of this person as they think about you. They feel with the death card that your life has transformed. Maybe with the death and rebirth, you personally have gone through a huge transformation process, that they almost feel like you're a new person. They don't know you that much anymore. Yeah, that's, I guess, as far as they are able to understand. There's frustration here. Oh, there's something about, oh, look at that. This doctor's crying over the mother, or this is probably the husband. So there's something about they feel that they've lost the old you, and there's a new you that's definitely not going to accept them. So perhaps there was a lot of love between you, and now that you found out the truth, also you've changed a lot, and they feel like they won't really be able to have access to you as they used to in the first place, because you've changed to a degree that they're not able to recognize that much, and they don't know how you would really treat them. This is why it's so heavy with the 10 of Wands. Are they trying here and there to get as much information as they can? That seems to be the truth. But with the Scorpion here, they're not able to get too close, and they just feel like you're fierce now. You've got Kali. So they feel like you're so fierce now. You're not going to allow this type of behavior in your life any longer. It's done. Yeah, and there's something about them watching you change severely to a point where there's a new you. And you know exactly who to allow in, who not to allow in. The 8 of Pentacles. There is one way, however, which I've noticed here as well. There's one way they're able to get some type of information about you. There's the ID again. I don't know, something about official information or something. Okay. So, my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading when it comes to what would this person on your mind say to you if they could right now. They would say, I forgot to tell you that part after we've explored this reading. Let me take the time to show you what they want to say exactly, just so that we have done the reading properly. They would tell you how regretful they are. They would, if they could, like, get around their ego and know that you would listen to them and all of the things we explored. They would, if they could, they would tell you how sorry and regretful they are for being such, acting like such a privileged or enabled, spoiled person. They would tell you how much they would love to be part of your entourage again. They would tell you, I think there's something about them, there's a little tear here, crying to you about how hard they're having it. And perhaps how they wish you would help them again, although this time with the Two of Swords, they're going to be very particular about what you would help them with. They would be very picky. Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do most of the work. If you can just help me with this or that, I would be super appreciative. They would tell you, I wish you would give us another chance. For sure, I wish you would give us another chance. They would tell you, I know I've acted in such a spoiled way. Yeah, exactly. They would tell you, I am, one of the happiest moments was when I was with you, when I was interacting with you, when I was part of your entourage. They would tell you, would you introduce me to your very interesting community? They would tell you, I'm trying to really overcome my addictions or the things that I wasn't doing well. I realized that these were harming you, not just myself, and I genuinely want to do something about it. Perhaps I don't see how exactly yet, but I'm very determined and I have been trying to work on it. I want to change. And they would tell you, it's very exciting, it's very happy. I feel there's a energy around you of having stable, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups also is family. So there's something about you having a stable life, a stable, happy life that they would love to share with you. There's something about they would love to collaborate also with you in doing something or something fun or doing something. Yeah. They tell you that it would be a great apology, and them recognizing just how much of bad energy and bad behavior they've done, and that they're absolutely, just like I keep saying, absolutely regretting it. And my dear pile number one, we've fully explored your reading and what their thoughts are, what they would say to you, what the situation is exactly from their point of view. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today we're exploring this person that you have on your mind. Mostly we'll be looking at what they're thinking, how they're feeling, what their thoughts are, and then we'll then be able to see exactly what they wish they could say to you if they could right now. So these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll always find that I list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so I guess we're ready. Let's reveal your oracle cards first. So, you've got love. And this is, it has the keyword mandala. The mandala. Right. You've got, oh my God, this is exactly the same card that popped up in pile number one. I guess if you're drawn to pile number one, I highly recommend it. It could be like more information that only you will be able to understand as you take a look at the two piles. So the key word here is liberation. This is Kali Capalini. You've got compartmentation. So some of the keywords here are fragmentation, isolation, division, cleavage, lowering, as well as separation. Right. You've got the story, The Indecisive Blacksmith. with yearning, dissatisfaction, and remorse. Very interesting. Yeah, I would say, looking at your cards, if you want to like explore more about your pile, you will find it in pile number 1. There's a lot of similar energy. You've got Mercury in Aquarius with innovation, right? Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. Sorry, okay. So let's ask, what would this person on your mind say to you if they could right now? What would they say to you? Let's find out. So you've got the 6 of Cups. Oh, looks like you are inquiring about someone you've known for a long time, or maybe they feel like they've known you for a long time. They could even be family with the 6 of Cups, or a sibling. Just some guesses. Or your child. Could be your child. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Wands. Cleavage. Queen of Wands. There's something about you being super attractive. There's something also specifically about your cleavage. I know this is very specific for someone here, because here I've covered Kali's cleavage. Then we've got cleavage. We've got the Queen of Wands, who's all about being super attractive. So I think that's coming very powerfully. But anyways, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. You've got the Queen of Swords. Wow. Attractive, smart, strong. This person really admires you, it seems. And the 7 of Wands. This is a very interesting 7 of Wands. Something about they don't know who you are anymore. There's something about, maybe they've known you when you were younger or a long time ago, and now with this specific 7 of Wands, they're finding it challenging to identify who you are now or something. Interesting 7 of Wands. But in any case, let's explore your reading. What would this person say to you? We're going to start off by taking a look at their idea towards you. What are their thoughts? And from there, we'll be able to exactly understand what they would say to you if they could. There's something about shh here and the hiding of the umbrella. Maybe you're not talking to each other, perhaps because there's a lot of crying here. There's the Kali Kapali chopping off the head. It's actually the head of severing heads of your false identity. But if I were to read it in the context of your reading, there's something about perhaps not talking. Maybe you've went your several separate ways. There's a lot of crying here, which makes me think that the fragmentation and the division is pain about separation pain. There's a lot of yearning, remorse as well. Okay. The 6 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune makes me feel like this has actually happened this has been happening for a long time. You are inquiring about someone you haven't talked to in a long time. Wheel of Fortune, like things have changed. Seasons have changed since the last time you've talked together. You maybe have grown since the last time you've talked together, especially with the 5 of Pentacles in conjunction to the Queen of Swords. It looks like there is lack. There's lack of contact in that case. Lack of contact. To the point, that's why. To the point of them not knowing who you are anymore. Perhaps they're able to only see you in pictures, like maybe these are profile pictures. They're only able to see you in pictures, yeah. So there's something about that here. But despite it being a long time ago, they are in a lot of pain. Look, with the love card here, obviously this is a person who deeply cares about you. This is someone who's still radiating love. When they remember you, they remember the love for you. It's a painful memory. They regret what happened. They remember how fierce it was, the separation. Yeah, there's a lot of remorse here of feeling like, gosh, we haven't seen each other in a long time. I don't know what you're up to. You really cut me off. I think you are amazing in every way, especially attractive, very good looking, very smart, very strong character indeed. You know what's right for you, so you cut off the people from your life who are not treating you well, even if you've had a long connection with them. So this person's thinking, although you've known them for a long time, you did not hesitate to cut them off of your life because you know what's right for you. There's something about them thinking they don't know what's up in your life with all the hush here. You don't want to talk to them. They don't know. There's thoughts about who are they? I really want to understand them exactly. There's a challenge of trying to understand you exactly. I think they're not able to fully understand who you are despite all of this long time they've spent with you, which says a lot about them. Perhaps they weren't really paying attention. What are these cards hiding? Let's see. 3 of Swords. Well, they're hiding the fact, maybe they don't want to show you, that they are greatly in pain over your powerful act of separation and going silent. They don't want to show you that they're really in pain, but if they could say it, if they could tell you, they would tell you that they are in a lot of pain due to that separation. Let's read more about this card since that's the situation. What you have here? 3 of Wands. You left. You left. 3 of Wands. You walked away. You left. I think that's the most thing that's actually hurting them, the fact that you left and walked away. Look, the airplane gives this idea that you're not really accessible because it's not like you're not talking, but you are in the same city. The airplane gives us an idea that you're unreachable. So even if they wanted to reach you, they feel like they can't reach you. So that's the thing. There's a lot of mystery here, you see? What are they up to? What are they doing? How do they look like now? All of that. So if they could tell you, if they could tell you what's on their mind, what would they say now? They would say that they really loved you. In fact, that they have deep love towards you. 6 of Cups is very special card because it shows growth. It shows not just like regular love, but love that has grown in the heart over time. It's become so substantial. So I'm seeing a lot of heaviness here in this person you are inquiring about, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. Like over time, their love for you has grown a lot. And because of that, it is today very painful to be separated from you. And it's a painful memory whenever you come up in their minds. They would tell you that I feel the separation was so harsh the way it happened. I feel like you are intelligent, you know what's right for you. And because you do, there's something, I think they're not even blaming you here. They just know that you're doing the right thing for yourself, but the way you cut them off was very harsh. It's like no access at all. So it's like either you're all in or you're all out. Yeah, that's why the surprise here. There's something about after all of that time, they did not think you would cut them off like that. They feel, with Mercury in Aquarius, that there is a lot of similarity. There's a lot of match when it comes to the mind, when it comes to your intelligence. So they feel like they match you in your thoughts or your progressive thinking, or these are the hummingbirds which always know their way. So they feel like they would tell you, we're so much like each other. We both know exactly what we want in life, and that's why I understand why you cut me off in this way, although it's very harsh. Although it's very harsh the way you just left and to what extent you left, but I get it, because I'm like you. I too always look after my future, after my path, know what's right for me, and I pursue that. So that's quite balanced, that they have these sort of thoughts. Like part of them feels how harsh it is, the other part of them totally gets it. But with thinking center standing out to me, I feel like they think about you a lot, this person. They think about you a lot. I don't know if they would necessarily tell you that or not, but it just caught my attention here. I don't think they would, because defense mechanism here. I think this person tends to defend themselves a lot. They're a bit defensive. I could be wrong, but I really feel it here. Ego level, defense mechanism. So yeah, in any case, they would tell you how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, how attractive you are. I don't know what they would tell you about cleavage, but maybe they feel like you have someone here has beautiful cleavage. It is something I'm seeing in the cards. Your fashion sense, they feel like the way you dress, your hair, your makeup is so attractive. Like you really dress well. They would tell you they like your jewelry or something that you wear, an accessory that you wear specifically. They really like it. Also, this rose, the way it's positioned, reminds me of the Roman concept, Suda Rosa, which means that when there's this concept of the Suda Rosa, where in meetings, if you sat under the rose, you would have to say the truth, but also you would keep the things said secret. So there's something about them seeing you as a very truthful person. They appreciate your honesty. If they could tell you what's on their mind, they would tell you right now that I think you're a very honest person. There's something about this person really respecting you, despite the fact that they're in pain. They perhaps would defend themselves, but if they could tell you what's on their mind, they would say, I really think you're a very honest person. Strong, honest person. The Suda Rosa, maybe you've kept a secret about them. You never said it. Shh. Even when you're not talking anymore, even after the split, that's coming there. Maybe they respect how you've kept things private, despite the fact that you aren't talking anymore. It's there anyways. And that makes you really shine, makes you a good person. So you kept your integrity. And so this is probably talking about, despite of the harsh separation, you've always kept it real, you've been truthful, you've done the right thing. You've done the right thing and you've done the separation in the right way for yourself, but you've done it with a lot of integrity or something. This person would tell you that you're blossoming by the day. And they would tell you, I'm not sure who you are exactly. I'm struggling to understand who you are. One time I would think you're like this, one time I think you're like that. I think there are different facets to your personality, my dear pile number 2. Like, you have different faces. Look, if I'm guessing correctly, then you're probably the type of person who acts according to the situation itself. So if the situation, if you're like dealing with, for example, honest people who uphold to their values, then, for example, you would treat them kindly. If the situation requires kindness, if it requires you to still be like direct, you would be direct. In any case, all I'm trying to say is that you as a person, you don't fit into a specific mold. Perhaps this is why this person is so confused, because look at the question mark, look at the exclamation mark. It's like, who are they? So I would guess you are someone who embodies different characteristics at different times, depending on what the situation requires. And so it seems like this person doesn't understand that. And so they observe you and they don't get it anymore. It's like, are they like this or are they like that? Like, a very clear example is someone who would do something kind, and then someone else would think, oh, they're easy to deal with, let me take advantage of that, only to find that you have very strong boundaries, and you would call them off right away, and they would go, ouch, oh, they're nasty, they're not nice. And then they would, instead of looking at the situation, why you would do the different things, I think they would be confused. Maybe because of the defense mechanism, sometimes they aren't fully honest with themselves, and so they're not really able to analyze things properly and understand you for who you are. But one thing you two are clear about is your future or your paths. They agree with you in something here. What do they agree with you here? Instead of guessing. Yeah, I know for sure that they agree with you on your decision, because they understand that you got to do the right thing for yourself. So yeah, I think that's it, right? Anything else I'm not seeing here? Knight of Wands, exactly. You pursuing the things that you want. Exactly. They totally get it there. It's like you're doing the right thing for yourself. You're pursuing the things that you want. They get it. You're doing what's right for you. You're taking care of yourself. But yeah, they're really challenged by who you are. I think if they can tell you what's on their mind right now, what would they say to you? They would say, I really don't get you. I really don't understand who you are. Do you love me? Do you not love me? Am I dear to you? Am I not dear to you? Are you like, I don't think good person or not good person, but like, who, they would ask you about all the different situations, and they would feel like they want to ask you, how come this, but how come that kind of thing. Like, which one are you? They're really wondering. There's a lot of curiosity there that's challenging them in understanding you. But really, the challenge here is a challenge of their own energy. I think they're not able to think about things clearly, because maybe it hurts them a lot to be honest with themselves and to say, hey, I was wrong there, or maybe this person did this because of that, and so on. But we didn't read the story, so maybe we'll get a perspective even more of what they would say to you. Let's take a look. The indecisive blacksmith. Page 19. So it says, a discontented blacksmith yearned for the lives others live. As he perceived them as better than his. Okay, this definitely gives us perspective. Aided by a deity, he transformed into a stone, the sun and beyond. Each transformation brought a cycle of never-ending desire for something else. The deity eventually grew tired of the blacksmith's complaints, and when the blacksmith requested to be the moon and became dissatisfied once more, the deity left him in the sky to live as a moon forever. Oh. I think this person perhaps had a lot of demands or was always unsatisfied. But I don't like this, but I don't like that. Always complaining, always wanting something. No matter how much you've done for them, they always wanted more. So they always want more. They're always yearning for more. So perhaps this is why you felt this wasn't right. Just like the deity in the story. We do have a deity here, Kali. So perhaps you felt like, this is just not right. They want more, they want more. Perhaps it's becoming really bad to a point where it's really bad, where they're only thinking about themselves. So you cut them off. That gives us a lot of perspective. That's why 5 of Pentacles, you're not giving them anymore. So look, there's a precious stone here. Perhaps, isn't this the Lapis Lazuli? Wow. It looks like it. So anyways, they feel like you're very precious. And also, they've understood your value so much when you cut them off. It's like, oh my God, I've been getting this, I've been getting that, I've been getting all these benefits, they've been really kind to me, and they really regret it with remorse here. So if they can tell you what's on their mind, like if they were really honest, they would tell you, you've given me so much and I've taken it for granted to such a great scale, and I'm really sorry for that. If I could, I would reverse this and I wouldn't be acting in the way that I did, because the not being with you, the way you cut me off, and is like worse than anything I could have ever taken. And there's something about you being with me or us being connected is way more valuable. I've learned that it's way more valuable than whatever it is that I've been taking. Not that I wouldn't love to take, but you are genuinely dear to me. And I it's, of course, it's for you to decide, but with love, the 6 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, I would say I believe that energy. But it's not for me to say, of course, just showing you my perspective here. It's genuine. It's coming from a genuine place. There's something about protective here. What are you? There's a cat. What are you protecting here? The High Priestess. The Empress, nurturing. You're very, maybe some of you are mothers. Perhaps that's why there's a lot of cleavage. Perhaps this is someone who feels like you're a great mother or a great parent, who genuinely takes good care of their children, 6 of Cups. Or it could be, do you see the cleavage again? Interesting. And also the hands on the cleavage. I don't know what this is. Yeah, perhaps they're definitely the Empress. All the cleavage here could be your nurture, how much you're a very nurturing, giving person. The hiding here. is, yeah, the hiding, the high priestess. Maybe hiding your care, nurture, feminine side or something. I would say they would tell you, I know you have like a strong exterior, but I know you're hiding how loving and nurturing you are. Yeah, I think that's what the hiding here is. It could also be protective. You're protective of the things that you love. You're very protective of everything that is dear and near to you. You hold the things and the people that you love sacred. Okay, so finally, let's take a look at their final thoughts, the final things that they would say to you. What are their final thoughts? And I also see this card. They would say the Hierophant, the Fool, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. Well, they would tell you that they've learned a lot from your connection. Eight of Cups, yeah, the walking away here. They, first of all, would tell you with the Hierophant and the Fool card that you've introduced them to a lot of things in life that they didn't know about. Especially now that we know the cat, you've introduced them to a type of love, nurture, and care that is sacred and deep that they didn't know about before. You've taught them a lot about new experiences, new ideas, new things that they really didn't know about before, and they're very grateful to these experiences and these things that they've learned. It really means a lot to them. It made them grow. It made them expand their mind. It really did teach them a lot. But also they've learned a great lesson about loss. Do you see the tomb here? The Eight of Cups, the walking away, the Ten of Swords, there's something broken. So perhaps they were a bit manipulative, because look at the hand here. Yeah, maybe they relied a little bit on manipulating others. And so it looks like there's a lot of grief in this Four of Swords. They've learned a lot. The scissors are cutting. They've learned a lot not to be so manipulative, because it really breaks things down with this specific Ten of Swords, especially dear connections. I think something about your connection broke their shadow, or let's say it properly, not broke their shadow, but revealed their shadow. It broke something in them greatly that revealed their shadow to you. They're like, yeah. So although they have this defense mechanism and a lot of the things they're not yet fully honest with, but they've definitely seen some of their manipulative ways. You see it's the smallest box here, but they've seen it. They've seen that they were manipulative in one way or the other. And I think they had to realize that, because of how shattered they felt and how things changed. They really had to mourn, my dear pile number 2, your walking away. They really had to mourn that. It's like something inside them really died. And it awoke them to the realization that they were a little bit too manipulative, and they're changing. Do you see all the butterflies here? They're really changing. Who knows, will they change fully? I don't know. But you can see the scissors here. They're severing ways with old, manipulative techniques, at least. Old manipulative ways of handling with the hand, handling things. They're like, no, I don't think I should handle things in this way next time with anyone. I don't think I should take it to that extreme. I don't think I should be that manipulative. At least the manipulative parts that they've realized about themselves are the things that they are severing with, and they're not going to be using anymore. So That's why I've got the Hierophant. They would tell you, if they could, how much they've learned from mourning this connection, from the walking away, from the severing ways of this connection. They've really reflected with the Four of Swords. They have changed a lot. Whether they've changed to the magnitude they're talking about or not, but to them, this is great change. And if it's to them great change, it is great change because there's a huge shadow here. So they really have changed a lot. Have they changed to the degree where it would be healthy? I don't know. I wouldn't really think so with the defense mechanism here, ego level defense mechanism, but I guess they're getting there. This is a great step, I would say. This great pain made them reflect deeply with the Four of Swords. This walking away or severing ways of a deep connection like that taught them a lot. They would tell you, I've really learned from this connection. I've learned from the pain. If I would go back, I would never do the things that I've done before. And in fact, I'm never going to do them ever again. I really have learned a lot. So they would definitely be talking to you about how much they've learned from you and all the Fool. Aquarius, it seems like you are a very innovative person. That's why you've got innovation here. You're a very innovative person. You've got a fresh perspective on life. You do really interesting things, many interesting things that they've picked up from you and learned from you. But yeah, they will also be talking definitely about their reflection and how much they've learned from this pain, because it seems like they've learned a lot from you. They would tell you, I know you look harsh on the outside, but I will always know that deep inside you, you're a very loving, giving person. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading of what this person on your mind would say to you if they could right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what would this person on your mind, let's go again. What would this person on your mind say to you if they could right now? That's the intention of today's reading. And these are the decks that I'll be using. Of course, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below. And in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at many things, not just what they're going to say to you. We're going to first take a look at their thoughts, explore what happened in the situation, if it arises, of course. And then as we put the picture together, we'll be able to identify exactly what they would say to you if they could right now. All right, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, and Libra. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You've got Grace, wow, with the keyword, the beauty way. Such a beautiful card. Okay. Oh, right. You've got action. So the growth level here is virtue, and the keywords are entrepreneurial ability, commitment, labor, energy, implementation, useful, action, feeling. Very nice. Your story is Puteri Sadong. We're going to be reading the summary of the story together, but the keywords here are duty, suppression, and regret. Guys, the 3 piles today had some form of regret or remorse. Very interesting. Okay. And you've got Moon in Virgo with healing. Doesn't this flower kind of look like it's growing out of, like it's the placement out of the umbilical cord? Something. There's something pertaining to the umbilical cord, although the artist, I'm sure, didn't mean it at all. Just tends to look like that. But look at the how the tail is cut off here. Right. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. There's a missing deck here. No, there isn't. Okay. And ask, what would this person on your mind say to you if they could right now? So you've got the Temperance card. That's the figure from the Lovers card. Wow. You've got the Tower card. You've got the Hierophant hat here. The Seven of Wands. Another hat. A lot of thought. The Hermit. This card, and right next to the Tower card, makes me feel like they've really tested your patience, whoever this person is. Because Seven of Wands is a card of like challenge, and the Seven of Pentacles is being patient, and both kind of give me this impression, along with the Tower, of how there's a pushing out, that somebody here has tested somebody's patience. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Something about with the background of the Nine of Swords, maybe they've gotten what they wanted, but they didn't get what they needed because of the stress and the Nine of Swords. You've got the Hanged Man and the Temperance figure. Okay, we've got two extra cards. This happened in extra cards. This happened in all the other piles, these two extra cards. Very interesting. Okay, so what am I seeing? I'm seeing that this person definitely sees you as a very graceful person. You've got a lot of values that you stand strong for, and because of these values, all the actions that you take, even the powerful ones, are done with a lot of grace and class and elegance, for sure. Strong yet graceful, which means with the Temperance, that's why you've got a lot of Temperance. This person really thinks that you are a very balanced person, very loving and very balanced. One foot's grounded, one foot is in the emotions. You're able to feel things but do the right thing kind of energy. I wonder, that's a lizard in the Moon and Virgo card. I wonder what's the story here. Let's take a look at why this lizard has their tail cut off in this Moon and Virgo card. So Moon in Virgo, there we go. What do we have here? Animal symbolism. There are over 7,000 species of lizards distributed across all continents. When threatened, many lizards have the ability to detach their tail and regenerate new ones. Yeah, I know about that. Through a process known as caudal autonomy. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? That expression of, if you twist my arm, I would break it. It's not an expression, but it's an understand it. It reminds me of that concept. If you twist my arm, I would break it and detach it, leave it and go. Like, meaning nobody can twist your arm kind of thing. You're not the person who anybody can twist your arm. That's why you've got this combination. Very graceful, yet very strong. You've got chivalry, or you've got class. You know what the right thing is, you do it in class, but you're a very strong, tenacious person They have this understanding that nothing threatens you, nothing stands in your way. You cannot have your arms twisted, this person you're inquiring about. And so they see you that you go to great measures to not have anyone twist your arm in any way. So you only do what's right for you, and you're very strong in your capability of applying just that. Yeah, very bad. They see you poised, graceful, classy. You know, you've got your own path that you're following. That's what you're focused on. Because here, it's funny. We did notice that this person did try testing you. Like, they've had many shots. They've had many shots. They tried many times. And you were patient. But at some point with the Hermit, you just went your own way. The Tower card, you pushed them out. You pushed them out. So in that way, they've gotten what they wanted, maybe. Perhaps they were like trying to get something. Maybe they got what they want, but they definitely didn't get what they needed, or they lost what they needed. And it's something that they deeply regret and crying over today, very stressed about today. Especially with Temperance and the Hangman, it makes me feel like because you are balanced and you don't have your arms twisted, gosh, I don't know what the story is about here. You're very able to have the patience to pause something. So it looks like you paused something. Like, did you pause, or did you throw them out? Or did you throw yourself out too? It looks like you've ended something for yourself as well. That's why I've got the Hangman. This is like you're able to, look at that. You're able to endure an uncomfortable situation very gracefully. Very patiently, because Hangman and Temperance, these are two patience cards in one. So you're able to endure and tolerate a very uncomfortable situation in their point of view. And that although you have the capability to be free or something with the wings, just so that you don't get your arms twisted. Very interesting. Then what's the flower? Very interesting reading. Then what's the flower and the moon in Virgo? What's the herbal symbolism here? Botanical symbolism. It's echinacea. So echinacea, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, it's a beautiful flower. Grows throughout North America and is used in medicinal herbalism as an immunity booster, appearing in many modern cold remedies. American Plains Indians have used it to cure toothaches, burns, colds, and coughs. Echinacea is used in magic to heal, promote spiritual well-being, and amplify magic spells. So your capability of healing overall is what I'm seeing. You've got great capability to heal, to withstand a very uncomfortable situation, to go through what others are afraid to go through, and be super patient so that you never get your arms twisted. This is their idea of you. Especially with the Tower card, we know in the symbolism of the Tower card that one of the figures chose to jump out because they see that the tower is about to fall, and the other person was pushed out because the tower is falling. And so it looks to me like you initiated this uncomfortable situation where it could even hurt you, but you don't really care. You're able to heal yourself well and withstand difficulty to do the right thing. See, it says duty here. You know what's right. Right, final thing we're going to take a look at is the story of Puturi Sadong. Puteri Sadong. Sadong. Right. There we go, page 25. So, Puteri, where's the story from? Malaysia, so nice. Puteri Sadong was a beautiful Kelantanese queen who attracted the attention of the warlike Narai, king of Ayutthaya. She agreed to become Narai's concubine to save her people from invasion. See, she is very strong. She was able to put herself in a very difficult situation from her point of view to save her people, to save what's valuable to her, to save her people from invasion. After she was released by King Narai, she returned to her husband only to find he had broken his vows and taken another wife. The dutiful queen endured it. The idea about enduring, do you see? The dutiful queen endured it, all for the sake of the kingdom. However, when an argument with her husband broke out, she stabbed him, accidentally killing him in a fit of rage. Horrified by her actions, she vanished, never to be seen again. If we look at the context of your reading in conjunction to the story, I would say their thoughts here are, although you are a very graceful person, it seems like they've really tested your patience. They've done something to the extreme here. They've broke their vows. They've done something super selfish. They may even have betrayed you to the point where they feel with the Tower card that you have taken it in their point of view to the extreme. It's like, but you were extreme here. I get I've like tested your patience. I get that I've done this. I get that I've done that. But isn't this extreme? At least this is their point of view. So what would they say to you if they could? They regret, of course, very much what they've done. They understand that they've taken something to the extreme. I'm not sure if they're entirely sorry for everything, but they at least know that they've taken things to the extreme. They would tell you that they admire your grace and how you hold on to your values. They admire your tenacity, and they can't believe how you're able to endure so much just so that you can do the right thing, especially like for yourself and for others. You're very focused on doing the right thing. A person who's very focused on doing the right thing and continuing to be balanced is something that they perhaps don't get, but that they admire very much about you. They would tell you, I regret it, I'm sorry, I know I deserve a lot, but do you really think I deserved it to this extent? Was it necessary? Did it have to be to that extent? Suppression. I think they somehow don't dare say that to you, like they wouldn't, but if they could, they would say something like that. They would definitely say that what happened, not just the separation, because something happened with the Tower card here. You've done something big. It's like you've taken a bold move, a hurtful one, and it could even be hurtful to you. Perhaps they can't dare tell you because they've watched you go through it yourself, is my guess. Like you yourself are harmed in this, or it's not totally beneficial to you either. So that's probably why you've got suppression in your card. They wouldn't say it to you, but if they could, they would tell you why this is too much. This is too much. I feel so sad. I'm so stressed. I'm scared even. I think this person is scared of something, and we can put the deck here to try to explore what it is they're scared of. And it's kind of like they're crying in their beds now. They got what they want, but not what they need. A moment of realization here, clearly what's more valuable, that some things are maybe priceless. So what's this tower all about? What happened here? So this is the Eight of Pentacles in the background of the Eight of Cups. You can see the Eight of Cups walking away. And that's a masterful thing to do with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like it requires a master to walk away, especially in the way you've done it. It's like, whoa, 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 the Devil card here. Like that's evil, at least from their point of view, because with the King of Cups, I would say, again, you continue to come off as someone who's balanced. You know when to be harsh and you know when to be loving. So yeah, somehow what you've done here has affected you too. You've walked away. It's like, right, I don't even want to have this benefit. And you're like, and this person's like, what? So let's say this is your business partner. You're like, you know what? I'm selling my shares, or I'm not going to do my part. We're closing off the company or something. And they're like, what? Yeah, I'm not going to, I'm not going to like, I'm not interested in this profit anymore. This is all wrong. So in that case, your business partner wouldn't imagine that you would sacrifice your own shares, for example, for it. In a relationship, maybe you had a family, for example, and you're like, you know what? This is all going to be over. So in any case, this person would have never imagined you would take it to that extreme. They see what you've done as evil, cruel, evil. I guess because they can't fathom how you would just leave it like that. Leave something like that. Part ways. You see, we've read that the lizards, they have the capability of regrowing their tail. So there's something about, you know what, you take all of that. I believe I'm abundant and I will always find something better. So you can take it, or I don't want it. Yeah, there's something about that here. It's like, I don't want anything. Okay. With entrepreneurial ability, you come across as someone who is in fact able to do what they want, achieve the things that they want for themselves, just like an entrepreneur. You're able to, you have the energy, labor, you put in the work, you know what you want, you know how to get it, you're never afraid to let things go. So this person, if they could, they would tell you how they admire your capability of enduring the hard things and being able to get in your life whatever you want. That you're not in a lack mentality. You really have the confidence in yourself to get what you want in life. And so nothing really threatens you. They would tell you that they are still healing. Temperance. That they're still very much in a healing mode, Moon and Virgo healing, from whatever happened. This, action, this huge action that you've taken. Yeah, if they could, they would tell you, I'm in a lot of pain. I feel so hurt. And I was never able to overcome it. I'm still going through great pain, trying to heal it. We can see the lover from Temperance holding the iris flower, representing the goddess Iris, the goddess of messages. So I think she's the goddess that would bring messages from the gods, deliver the messages. So I think there's something about, if they could, they would tell you, I wish I would contact you, I wish we would discuss things, but you've got the back here. I think there's a lot of pride, or this is an idea that they're very afraid to do. But they really wish it, although it's something that they wouldn't consider. Maybe they're afraid, or maybe that's your back. Maybe they know that you would give them your back, because we've got the back here as well, that you would never give them the chance or the opportunity. Yeah, I think that's it. But they wish they would talk to you. They wish they would at least message you, talk to you, but they are so sure you're gonna give them your back. Yeah, it's because of that strength and grace. You know what's right for you yourself as well. So let's find out more what else they would say to you if they could. So you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. It's kind of like with this Four of Pentacles, I noticed this person got what they needed, what they wanted, but not what they needed. It's kind of like, but really, who won and who lost? Who got the most here, kind of thing. Who really got the most out of this? The Justice card. Or they may have gotten a lot of things, but they lost the most valuable, or something so valuable. You've got the Justice card. They've reversed their thoughts about the value of things. Justice, strength. Yeah, they found out the truth, what's right. They've understood the Four of Pentacles, the value of things, absolutely. And while they thought that they got the most value before, they've realized what the real value of things is. They've understood better the value of things. What's more valuable than what? Again, you're getting the Justice figure and the Queen of Swords, which is also the Queen of Truth. There's something about them understanding a great truth. Something in my head, I just heard, but I've been debating whether to say it or not. But when I saw this Queen of Swords, and I've been saying truth, and I now forgot. I should say it first. Something about, I'm so sorry, guys. Something about too late or something. I'm so sorry. But it was around, I don't remember the sentence, but it was around too late. Next time, I keep saying that with channeling, I just have to say it and then explain. Right, so something about maybe they've known the value, but it's too late. Yeah, they've understood the truth about things better, what's really valuable, what's not. But maybe they can't do much, because here, first of all, there's a veil like the High Priestess. So maybe they can't contact you at all, like no contact. Strength, you're a very strong character. In fact, with the Lion here, maybe even scary to them, especially if we look at the Tower as well. So very graceful, but very powerful. Scary as in, like, you're not going to shout at them, but you take severe actions. You're like, no. If I say no, it's no. Maybe they're afraid of the severity of action you would take, the decisions you've made. Yeah, the decisions you've made. They would tell you, if they would tell you what's on their mind, something like, your decisions are very strong. It's like, just like the laws, they don't change. Once you've taken a decision, that's it. And it becomes set in stone, that decision. And nobody's able to access you or change your mind about it. But if you would hear me out, you would know that I've truly, the reversal here with the Hanged Man, I've truly reversed my thoughts and understood the real value of things. The way I celebrate value is different. Different, yeah. But you have already set your mind. Yeah, I don't think you would believe it here, but you've already set your mind. So this person feels like how much they've lost. If they could turn back time, they would never make that swap. What they wanted versus what they realized they actually need. They would never make that swap. You know, this person makes me feel like things like the grass is greener on the other side, or maybe they don't understand things until they lose them, or maybe that's just the situation in particular. That's just a guess. But in any case, it seems like, yeah, they would say, I understand now what is more important. I regret it, they would say. Let's see, any final thoughts? Any final things that they wish they would share with you? Wow, got the Six of Swords in the background of the Six of Wands. You've got the Three of Cups. Yeah, the pain and the love, that grace. And the Emperor, that you've left a very important place in their life. A powerful place in their life has left. This is no small thing. Not just what you've left or what you've taken, but you with the Emperor. I feel like they've lost an important, strong person that they definitely wish they had in their lives. Something about your place will always be there. I wish that you would sit on your throne. There's something about, although this is very painful, my memories of you are full of love with the Three of Cups, and it stings. They admire your grace and how you're capable of doing such big, hurtful moves with so much grace. There's a lot of elegance in you that they admire so much, a lot of elegance and class in you, and that they admire so much, as well as how powerful and strong you are. They admire that very much. It's kind of like they hate seeing this happen to them, but they also admire your strength. If they can, they would tell you how much impressive it is and how much they admire it. And also with the Six of Swords in the background of the Six of Wands, there's something about you taking action here. You're moving towards success. They would tell you how they've observed you move from difficult times, tumultuous waters, to calmer waters. That's the Six of Swords. They've seen you go through all of that and handle it so well. And now you're moving successfully towards calmer parts of your life. It's like you've gone through this successfully and you're nearly out here, or you're becoming successful. And they love that for you. They love to see you successful. They're proud of you, actually. And they secretly admire that. They secretly admire your strength and your success. And yeah, this is what I see, my dear pile number 3, regarding the person you are inquiring about today. I wish you the best of luck. And I hope this reading was able to provide you with some perspective about the thoughts and what of this person and what they would say to you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!